Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I'm in the third position, and so it's a very low ore board. And the reason why I say that is because once the 8-4, sorry, the 8-10-3 spot is taken, there isn't any ore uh, left on the board. A very low wheat as well, like 11-12-3 and again 11. So a lot of sheep. So I think this would be a difficult overbeat sheep game. There is a decent amount of wood and brick on the board. So yeah, so I mean for the very beginning, yeah, the 8-4-3 spot is just fine, and I guess the 5-9-10 spot goes second. I'm thinking what would be a good spot for me, and I think something like a 9-5-10 is okay, and going towards the 3:1 port. Yeah, as expected, the 9-5-10 ore spot is gone. Yeah, I think I will go for the 9-5-10 spot right now, and then when it comes back to me, I might have the option of something like uh, a 9-4-2 maybe, and then maybe build on the 5-2 wood port. Yeah, even I mean the 6-4-11 isn't a bad spot either, because I do get the best wheat on board. Yeah, I think I will go for the 6-4-11 right now and point upwards. Hopefully, I am able to build on the sheep port. There is a lot of sheep, so the sheep port will be useful. So let me try that. I'm pretty sure the 9-4-2 spot will be open when it comes back to me. Brown can go for 6-5-11, which is a pretty good spot, and maybe the 9-4-11 as well. So that is a very good combination. They do not get any ore, but getting ore on this board is very difficult, especially because there isn't a lot of wheat to combine with ore if you place on 8-10. So that would be a very difficult game. You can still try going on the 8-10 and the 6-3-4 and go to the ore port. That is an option as well. You also can go on the 3:1 port in that case. So yeah, I think they are trying to do that. I think they will go on the 8-10 now. Brown might even go for 9-5-12 at this point and try to compete with me for the sheep port. I'm pretty sure Brown is contemplating between the 9-5-12 and the 8-10. Yeah, they go for the 9-5-10. So they are a little further away from the sheep port. I think I will go for so I'm wondering if I should whether I should go for the 9-4-11 or the 9-4-2. I think I will go for 942 because I already have the 11 wheat, and this just makes me a step closer to the wood port. Although I do not produce a lot of wood, uh, the other spot is the 6511, which is a very high producing spot, but don't think I'll be able to do much with it. I do have a lot of sheep, but no wood, very little wheat, and no ore is too difficult a game to play. I might even go for the 8-10 3-1 spot. And then build on the 8-3, but so let me just I'll still stick to my original plan. So red for sure builds on the 6-5-12 or maybe the 6-5-11 at this point. Yep. And they would point downwards, I believe. Yeah. And pink might just go for the 9-3-11 or just the 4-11, but 4-11 doesn't make a lot of sense. I think 9-3-11 is a better spot. They might even go for the 8-10 and then build on the 8-3. Yeah, so they do go on the 9-3-11 and then build on the 4-11. That is perfectly fine. Start with a 7. I think the 5 brick gets blocked over here, especially because they are looking for a brick. If they are tracking cards, they should know that brown and red are the only people who have brick, so they just want to play it safe and do not block anyone. Not something I would recommend, but that's how the game goes sometimes. Yeah, as planned, I will first build towards the wheat, towards the sheep port. I do produce a lot of sheep. At this point in the game, I think red is the strongest. They have all 5 resources and their numbers aren't bad at all. Brown is also pretty strong. Because they will have ports and their production is pretty good. They should steal from red, yeah, because they need the brick. And they do get that, so they were able to actually a 4 roll, so the brick might not have helped them. A 3 doesn't help me. Don't think anybody wants a sheep at this point, especially because there is so much of it on the board. So brown has the rare wheat and they have a little excess of it too. So I think they can just get a city right now. They might just do a 4:1 for a wheat for 4 woods, and they already had, they get a wool. They seems like they are more focused on a dev card rather than a city. I would have gone for a city at this point for sure. So 8s have been pretty hot this game. So far no 6s. Finally a 6 does roll. Uh, Gives me the extra sheep which I do not need. A 4 does give me the important brick. Um, sure, I might go for that trade. Uh, Gives me extra wood, but which is not something that. So getting 2 wood, I mean, if red getting 2 wood is a little spooky, because now I think red can just cut me off on the 5-2. And 5-2 is a spot that I wanted to build a settlement on, so the other thing is red can still go on the 8-10. So another 6 is basically I have a settlement in hand if I get a 4:1. Luckily they do not cut me off. I don't think anybody would want a sheep, but it's a fine thing to offer. And at this point I'll just get a settlement before I build this road. I know the sheep convergence would be a lot more important than 5-2 spot. So 12 gives me the rare wheat. Yeah, so red has a easy block on the 4 sheep now, and I think they will steal from me. Yeah, they do steal from me. But I get a chance to immediately take revenge, steal something back from them. I would have liked if I got a wood, but sheep is fine. I'll just get a single dev card. A year of plenty is excellent, especially on a board where I do not produce a lot of wheat and ore. So at this point, I think I will just build another settlement. A year of plenty was pretty useful. There's an argument where I should have used the year of plenty to get ore because I don't produce a lot of it, but uh, it's the thought is a little too late now. So I think my next settlement spot could either be on the 612, the 3:1 port on 6, or maybe the 912. And all three of them sound decent enough. Uh, at this point, I think I will build on the 912 because I already have the 6 covered. I have the 9 covered as well. I guess the 6 sheep will get blocked a lot more than the 9 would, and that's why I might actually build on the 6-2 before the 9-12. So yeah, basically my next settlement spot would be on the 6-2. I would also focus on building cities because I already have 4 settlements, so getting a city would be a little difficult. Getting a city is necessary because if I don't get the city, it will be difficult for me to make any progress. So red basically just wasted a road by building this road towards the 8 ore. At this point, I wouldn't mind rolling a 7. So let's see if I do get a brick for ore trade. I think red might be willing to do it. No, he doesn't want to do that. How about a sheep for ore trade? And I won't wait for brown because I know brown doesn't produce any ore. So red does get enticed by this trade and I will go for it. So that just gives me a city now. And although the 6-4-11 seems to be a good spot, I think I will go for the 9-4-11. The chances of 4 and 9 getting blocked are lower, and yeah, because 3 people share the spot, so I think this is a good settlement spot. Also, if a 2 rolls, I directly get 3 ores. Yes, the 9 wood gets blocked. That's a pretty bad block according to me because pink will immediately play the knight. I think now they block the 5 brick. Surprising that pink did not play the knight. And their 8 does remain blocked. So a 9 would be a good roll right now. I'll be able to build towards the 6-2. Red is able to city up as well. So the brick port is coming in handy for them. And 10 directly gives them 3 ores, which is very lucky. I cannot do much this turn. So red basically has to give up 4 cards, and I guess the 5 brick gets blocked, or maybe the 9 would. I wouldn't mind if a 10 over gets blocked either, and that would be a good block for me. Okay, that's surprising because yeah, I think red is equally a big threat, especially now because they have a city in hand with a 10 and 11 being rolled. Yeah, so they will be able to city up the 5, 6, 11 spot now. They go for a def card, okay. So 7 is a good roll for me, and I'll just block the 11 spot and steal from red. I think red is a bigger threat than anyone else at this point. Let me offer wheat if anybody wants it. I think brown might want it, no. And pink surely doesn't want it because they have at least 4 of it. At this point I'll just build a single road and end my turn. So that was a good block. The rare resource gets blocked. I think the 4 sheep might get blocked and I get stolen from. They take the wheat, which is fine. And the 7 rolls. That's unlucky because now again I get stolen from and I have to give away all my wheats. They take the brick as well, which is pretty bad. So they get another def card now. And 10 just gives them 3 ores. So yeah, red in this round was a little lucky. So pink needs to roll a 7. Pink rolls a 5. That gives... So I'm pretty sure red has a city in hand. Oh, so now they have a lot more than a city. Can they get a city and 2 dev cards? They will have to use their bricks to get wheat, which they do, and I think they will get another dev card at this point. Yeah, they do that. They play the knight. I think they block me. Yep. I roll a 3. I don't get much out of it. So yeah, 10s now helping red get 3 ores, and so basically a 10 and 5 is a easy combo for red. Yeah. And that's so yeah, red will accept that trade hands down. I mean, red can try being greedy, but there's no... I don't think that if red tries being greedy, the trade will go on. Seven, but I think they just... Oh, I think they will block 11 wheat now, or the 4 brick and steal from me again. and they get another wheat, so pretty lucky there. They get the third city. So if they play the knight, they can easily be on 9 points. Oh, so they already have the longest road in hand, so very lucky there. 12 doesn't help me much, and I don't think I can. Wow. Yeah, the 5 and 10s are pretty good. Yeah, so red does have a win in hand. They just play their knight and it's GG. I end up on the third position. I mean, don't think there is much anybody could have done in this game. They just, the 10s and 5s just made a game very easy for them. And a pretty short game, another 5. So yeah. So they can get a settlement, a city, or whatever. Whatever they want to do this time. Yeah, at this point they're just bragging. They'll just play their knight. We know that. So if pink has 2 dev cards and third position, yeah. Pretty unlucky, especially with rolls. I mean, in this case, I don't think anybody could have done much about it. Yeah, and I got stolen from 6 times. But yeah, red was just very lucky with the 5s and 10s and the brick port. So a very short game, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Luck plays a big role, and I think this is one of those games. Anyways, GG for now, and see you again in the next game. Bye bye.